Football on the Big Ten Network is presented by Hampton by Hilton. The 8-0, fifth-ranked Michigan Wolverines take their perfect record on the road to take on the Scarlet Knights in New Jersey. It led him to that high completion percentage, tops in the country. And he's going to start through the air here off a play fake. And he does toss it downfield. How about that? Right off the bat, finding his top target, Ronnie Bell, his 40th catch of the season per completion. But his first toss, 35 yards to Bell. And a quick 2 for 2. This one of the shorter variety to Andrell Anthony.
Time of possession and physicality in the run game. If Rutgers wants to win, they're going to have to get off the field.
Third down and 3. Handoff up the middle. They're not going to get off the field. First down and more. Corum into the open. Diving. Touchdown. Blake Corum, his 15th rushing touchdown of the season. And the Heisman candidate strikes again from 33 yards out. Well, there was a penalty that got thrown here.
Significantly dropped in third down and long situations.
That was an illegal formation penalty that obviously looms large here early. So now third down and 8. Some pressure off the edge. McCarthy escapes and takes it down to the 25-yard line and picks up the first down. We say it a lot, but that's the threat of J.J. McCarthy rushing last week in the 29-7 win over Michigan State. Edwards checks in the game. Here's his first carry. And he's in the red zone and all the way down to the 14. What a luxury to not only have Blake Corum. And we hit the 12-minute mark of the first quarter. Edwards again able to slip through. So that Michigan ground game that has been so good this year, number 5 in the country.
Quick to the run game.
Up the middle, Corum. And that Rutgers defense stands tall.
Seen him show up with some tackles. He's an explosive downhill, really a linebacker. He's listed as a defensive back, but he plays often in the box.
Third down and 2, up the middle, first and goal it will be after the carry by Blake Corum.
And Blake could just run straight down the field before he even was contacted.
They're going to run up the middle again behind those big fellas, but Corum is going to be about a yard short. A few plays ago. Going to get another opportunity, goes top shelf. No signal. They're going to say he's short. Third and goal.
Wow. Blake Corum, a lot of momentum, but he met a brick wall in Tyreen Powell.
Trying again up the middle. I don't think he got there. He's short, and it will be fourth and goal, and an early decision for Jim Harbaugh.
Well, you got to go for it, right? If your MO is to run the ball, you think you can get 1 yard, but
they've had 3 cracks from the 1 or 2 yard line unsuccessful, but they're trying on fourth down. Same formula, and this time Corum is in. Touchdown, Michigan. And for the Heisman candidate, his 15th rushing touchdown of the season, second most in the nation. Well, the 4th time was a charm there.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. That's what my dad told me.
Try again.
Exactly. Keep knocking on that door until someone answers. Again, running behind that big physical interior. Those 3 guys wasn't perfect. Got stoned a couple times, but ultimately found a way to kick down the door and get their talented running back, their Heisman candidate, Blake Corum, in the end zone.
And not feeling well over there on the sideline. Almost looked like he may have vomited or a dry heave as soon as he got over there. Yeah, he did. We are informed that he vomited on his way off the field, something that happened against Penn State as well for Corum, as the extra point is good. 7-0 Michigan.
Wild stallion. You got to tame it sometimes and learn how to throw the underneath routes with some touch.
Well, he'll start by handing it off to Kyle Monungai, and Monungai is able to stretch forward.
Being on the same page and then executing will be key to establish a run game.
Wimsatt's first throw, and it's high. Sean Ryan, we saw that a little bit last week. Suffered a nose injury. Michigan State has announced suspensions of 8 players after that incident. The Big Ten Conference doing an ongoing investigation. As Wimsatt rolls out here on third down and 7. And he throws it incomplete. There is no flag. He was trying to get it to Johnny Langan, but
fans were excited to see him get more involved in the offense, but hasn't quite been to his full potential yet.
McCarthy is going to let one go deep, and he's got Anthony, but off his fingertips. Oh, you set it up perfectly, partner.
Extra routes and extra work together. That time they might have needed an extra work on that route because he just missed him.
Could have been a huge play. Instead, not to be, and they give it to Donovan Edwards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Did not do a good job on 3rd down. 13 of 19, Minnesota was able to convert.
And they're going to stop Michigan here. The Scarlet Knights doing a fantastic job as Rainey comes up, a loss of 1. And on 4th down, Michigan will punt it. That tackle is quite a story. Last year he started 7 games on the offensive line at right guard. They moved him over to defense, and you can see why. He's had a big impact this season. Robbins has it blocked. Rutgers is going to scoop it up and take it in. Timmy Ward.
Return team.
And what a switch in momentum. We're tied at 7. If you follow Greg Schiano's teams over the years, you know they are good on special teams. They block a lot of kicks. Melton is one of the best in the country at blocking it. He did that. Ward scoops it, and we are tied. At SHI Stadium just ratcheted up a few levels. Oh, look at this, an onside kick. But it appears that Michigan was able to pounce on it. Jude McAtomney, the kicker, trying to surprise everybody, but the Wolverines avoid disaster. 4 pass attempts for McCarthy. 3 of them have been deep down the field. We talked about how he's been throwing short passes this year, not to start tonight. How about Corum? McCarthy lays a block, and Blake Corum is down the sideline. 1st and goal, Michigan.
All right, Michigan's offense struggling a little bit, had some mistakes. Blake Corum says, settle down, guys.
This year for Corum, most in the nation, and he's replaced on this snap by Edwards. It is Edwards behind that offensive line and down inside the 4-yard line. Corum gets another opportunity up the middle. No signal. They'll say he's short by about a half a yard. So that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Back to 12 personnel, which means 2 tight ends, 1 running back, a little more space.
But 3rd and goal again. Corum trying to stay on his feet. They're going to say he's short. As Yogi Berra would say, it's deja vu all over again, just like the last drive.
We're able to get a couple hats on the football and wrap them up.
4th and goal. 10th play inside Rutgers' 10-yard line for Michigan. Did they get in? Yes, touchdown. Well, it was not easy on these first 2 drives down near the goal line, but on the keeper, McCarthy scores it.
Got some help from his buddy Blake Corum. The initial push right there, I mean, it looks like he almost had trouble getting the snap, and then really extends, shows off the flexibility, and gets the ball over the goal line.
But State knocks through his 2nd extra point of the evening. 14-7. Michigan will be back in 30 seconds.
That's going to be a huge plus for this team as a whole.
Last time Rutgers went 3 and out. This is their 2nd drive. Their only points came off the block punt. Now a little trick play. Whips it downfield, intended for Cruikshank. Is there a flag? No. They say the coverage clean. Still, who, as you pointed out, was a wide receiver the last 4 years before transitioning. They're going to take another shot down that sideline, and it's caught. What a grab by Sean Ryan. Going up and grabbing it over DJ Turner. Most wins in Rutgers history. And his team down 14-7 here. And another nice pass play. Aaron Cruikshank with his first catch, his team leading 28th grab of the season. Rutgers is wearing the American flag helmets like they did last year on Military Appreciation Night. Wimsatt checks it down to Cruikshank, and Cruikshank is shoved out of bounds by Michael Barrett after a short gain of 1. Trying to teach the young redshirt freshman about that skill set as he takes the snap here, and he's going to run it. No, that is not him. Instead, it's Rashad Rochelle, who they said we might see. He's listed as a wide receiver against Wagner, and he had 11 carries. So all 12 plays he's been in this year, he's run the football. Wimsatt going for Ryan, but Will Johnson, the talented 5-star freshman, the crown jewel of this 2022 class, was in the coverage. He was a Division II kicker in North Carolina last year, his first season at Rutgers. From 32 yards, it is up and good. First offensive points of the night for the Scarlet Knights, and it pulls them back within 4.
Here's your young tight end, talented freshman, and in motion, there comes Max Bredesen, the sophomore.
Handoff, Corum, and he picks up the first down. Michigan was 0 for their last 4 on third down until that conversion. Now you see Bredesen motion back near McCarthy, and he's going to be the lead blocker for Edwards, and Edwards is hit by Christian Isian, but not after he picks up the first down.
Really excited about this guy, number 18, Colston Loveland.
He goes in motion. It's Corum. Corum won't get there. And now you can either have a 50-yard field goal or try for a 4th and 4.
Bring out the field goal unit.
Moody hit a career-long 54-yarder last week. This from 50. And the wind made it knuckle, and he just missed it wide to the right. Greg Schiano liking what he's seeing so far in this first half. His team getting the ball back, down 4 on third down. They only have 57 yards of offense, but here they are down by 4. Wimsatt throws, and they're able to complete it. Chris Long breaks free. Foot race. Moore is going to get to it from behind. Third down and 10 here. Wimsatt steps up, fires to the sideline. It's caught. He's going to be short. Sean Ryan is dragged out of bounds.
Use extra counts just because you got it on the table.
They will snap it at 5. Wimsatt got it. First down. Cruikshank. First and goal, Rutgers. Greg Schiano rolls the dice, and it pays off. First and goal. Wimsatt lofts it for the end zone. It's caught. Sean Ryan. Flags come in, but it looks like that's going to be on Turner. Rutgers converted a huge 4th down to set up the touchdown pass to Sean Ryan. Scarlet Knights on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Battle of physicality.
Gavin Wimsatt back out to pilot this offense. Low throw scooped off the turf by Cruikshank, but he's going to lose a yard. After a loss of 1 on first down here, 2nd and 11. They're going to pitch it on the inside, but Michigan is ready for it. They were not fooled at all. Chris Jenkins. Boy, he and Mozzie Smith on the interior of that D-line. 3rd down and 10. Michigan rushes 4. Wimsatt caught. Long room to go, though, for Jones, but he gets there. Shameen Jones, the 5th-year senior from the Bronx, gets the first down with a gain of 12, but there is a flag in the backfield here. They need to get to the 35. To the outside, Cruikshank at least getting some of the yardage back, but he's going to be brought down well short of the line to gain, and Rutgers will bring out Adam Korsak for the punt.
Pushing a bit out to receiver position down at the bottom of your screen.
Rutgers rushes 4. McCarthy, they go for him. There is Edwards. Well, Matt Weiss this week.
McCarthy throughout this game, he's taken a couple shots.
Let's see where he goes. Working the chains, caught right at the marker. And that's Morris, rarely targeted. This time McCarthy from under center will give a tote to Corum. And Corum, who had a great start to the game, has been pretty quiet since the second quarter began.
There, look between the hashes. There's no safety help.
Instead, he goes left side, and it's caught. No signal, yes. Touchdown, Donovan Edwards. We talked about his pass-catching prowess, and he's able to reel that in the back of the end zone, and Michigan is in front.
So football is a game of matchups, and they think Donovan Edwards as a running back, him matched up on a safety. You see 4 there, Igbinosun. Donovan Edwards matched up on a safety or a linebacker is one of their best matchups that this Michigan offense has.
And Michigan leads 21-17. J.J. McCarthy, the sophomore, hooking up a couple of times on that drive with a fellow sophomore, Donovan Edwards, to put the Wolverines back in the driver's seat.
They've been outstanding and have won the majority of the games.
And they'll start this drive on the ground, and a great play by Junior Colson, who leads the team with 60 tackles. He was all over that. A loss of 4. And now Rutgers has -3 rushing yards in this game. An issue with the Rutgers ground game. They only had 48 rushing yards last week. This time pass is intercepted. Michael Barrett picked it. And Michael Barrett takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this is where the youth might be starting to show for Wimsatt, because Michael Barrett just dropped right underneath that. He's playing the linebacker position. So there's Michael Barrett. He's lining up like he's going to blitz, and he's dropping right to that curl zone, and they're running a curl route. Wimsatt just doesn't see him and throws the ball. And it's where some of the youth is. Just because they're up on the line, you think they're going to blitz, you don't think you're going to be there. You still have to have eyes on the throw and make sure that there's no defender there before you let it go. And I'll tell you what, for Coach Mincher, the defensive coordinator, he's happy to see a turnover. That was a point of emphasis for this Michigan defense.
Yeah, they haven't gotten a lot of takeaways this year. Now Corum up the middle with a full head of steam. And down to the 1-yard line goes Blake Corum. So Michigan scores, they get the interception. Touchdowns on all 3 red zone possessions, trying to make it 4 for 4. Handing it off out of the I formation, second effort. Corum is in, touchdown Michigan. Flag coming in here at the end of this.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
And Michigan has 2 touchdowns in 91 seconds. And Moody adds the extra point. Michigan a perfect 4 for 4 in the red zone tonight, something they wanted to improve upon. They were 9th in the Big Ten before the game. It's been better tonight. Michael Barrett got the interception to set up the Corum touchdown. Hoping he can breathe a little easier as this game continues. Certainly wasn't at halftime. Wimsatt hit as he throws, and another interception. And guess who? It's Barrett again. And this time, Barrett takes it in for the score. The 5th-year senior who came back for 1 more year is having a career night in New Jersey.
Well, last drive he didn't see him. That was on him. Here's Barrett once again in that left linebacker position. This one, to me, I thought it hit Cruikshank right in the hands. Maybe not the easiest catch, but you certainly want to come down with that. And Barrett's like, sure, why not? I'll take another one.
In 1 minute and 42 seconds. The last 2 touchdowns have come in an 11-second span, and all of a sudden Michigan has full control. Jesse Minter says Michael Barrett's been a rock star for us. He's certainly been a rock star tonight, a game he'll never forget. And here that defense goes again. They're really picking it up in the second half. And this time Good making the stop for a loss of 2.
That make it on your young quarterback, Wimsatt. You'd love to play complementary offense. When you can't run the ball, that does a lot for Michigan's defense.
And another interception. This time it's the freshman Will Johnson. The 5-star stud still on his feet. And down to the 31-yard line. 3 picks in the third quarter for this Michigan defense.
The tale of two halves for Winston.
Not playing. And now he gets the interception. Blake Corum, flag comes in. Corum down the sideline, leaping over. He's short, but we have to check the flag back at the line of scrimmage.
I think it's offsides. It looked like Rutgers tried to jump the snap.
Echoing through SHI Stadium. Edwards hit in the backfield. Jameer Wright Collins, former running back, coming in on the stop along with Shaquan Loyal for a loss of 2. Down to 30 seconds left in the third quarter. On 2nd and goal, McCarthy looking end zone. Touchdown, Cornelius Johnson with a little dance to boot. Michigan has come to life in a big way in the third quarter.
A really great throw by J.J. McCarthy. Talk about the red zone, how things get a little tighter down there. Important of your ability to navigate the throw and change the trajectory. See that over one guy, right in pace for Cornelius Johnson. Oh, nice route by Cornelius Johnson too. Kind of basketball crossover
Just
right there.
Jim Harbaugh was hoping for. 42-17. 4 touchdowns in 8 minutes and 1 second. Speaking of seconds, we'll be back in 30 of them. On 3rd and 8, J.J. McCarthy caught. Work to do. Stretching it out, Ronnie Bell. And they're going to say he got there. First down, Michigan.
He comes out with a really, really big game. That's going to be a huge case for the Heisman voters.
He stays on the sideline. Edwards breaks free. Donovan Edwards almost took it to the house, but Avery Young just clipped him by the shoestrings. Donovan Edwards says, "Don't forget about me."
This Michigan run game just wears on you throughout the game. They just wait. Eventually, they feel they're going to break out.
Edwards takes it down to the 10. So Edwards himself,
huge game.
Look at the play selection, 41 runs, 23 passes. Pump fake and then way through the back of the end zone. My goodness. Did somebody catch that? The Trombones caught that ball, though. 3rd down and 6. McCarthy, pressure. Lets it go. Incomplete. Bell almost had it. Thrown a little behind him, and Christian Izzy and was able to pop it free.
Well, he took a big shot, and a guy in your face just forces that throw to be off by a couple feet.
29-yarder missed 2 from 50 earlier. Confidence builder there for Jake Moody, who is now over 300 career points in a Michigan uniform. 5th all-time in school history. Reduces the amount of money that he takes in on the salary. Last year, go to the college football playoff, gets a 5-year extension through 2026. And his ball club struggled for a couple of quarters, but they've taken over.
It's football at any level. He's won everywhere he's been, and you see the program we just talked about it a minute ago, just taking that next step forward.
Davis Warren going to tuck it and run and step out of bounds for the first down.
At both levels.
Went to 3 NFC title games in 4 years with the 49ers. Of course, lost to his brother John in the 2012 season, the Super Bowl. There's Dunlap getting a carry late, and he'll take it down to the 28. Another first down for Michigan.
That labor starting to come to fruition.
Rolling out, Davis Warren. And once again, he's going to run it. And he slides forward near the 20. Tailback behind him is the freshman Stokes. It will be Stokes who bobbled it, got it back, and then takes it all the way inside the 10. And he's frustrated. He thought if he could just hurdle that last tackle from Mack, he could have gone to the end zone. Hammond School. He goes off. Dunlap is in. Dunlap gets the carry, and Dunlap down inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal inside of 4 minutes to play.
Season carry, a.k.a. he was smashing mouths and snapping necks at the fullback position.
Now for bonus points, what year was that? Well, his son gets the carry. That pile's going to push him forward and in for the touchdown. Well, something that you do here on the first touch of the game. You come in, Isaiah Gash, the pile pushes you in from 4 yards out, and congratulations, he has his first Michigan touchdown.
Just talking about his dad, an NFL Pro Bowler. It's in his blood. Physicality. Meets a brick wall there at the 3, but keeps the legs churning. Finishes with the touchdown.
So he made the Pro Bowl.
What they do defensively versus Michigan's run game. But those conversations are donezo.
Yeah, after the loss today. Not going to get there, so Michigan will take over. They can go down to a knee and win this thing 52-17. Davis Warren, one final knee, and Michigan pitches a 38-0 second half shutout to win it going away 52-17. Two guys that have known each other since their days in the NFL. They faced each other back in 2013 when San Francisco defeated Tampa Bay, and Jim Harbaugh got the win there, and he now improves to 4-0 against Greg Schiano. But the third quarter, that was the difference maker in this ball game.
Absolutely. Again, those in-game adjustments are so much on coaching and highlight the coach's ability to identify what another team's doing and then go out there and say, all right, let's try this. And for the most part throughout the season, those adjustments have served this Michigan football team really, really well.
Nothing in the second half. What did you really like about those adjustments?
Well, I mean, just guys, the players, I mean, they adjusted their chin straps a little tighter. And this guy right here, man, talk to this guy right here. 2 big interceptions and a pick 6. Those are the best kind. Great job, Mike. Proud of you.
Hey, Mike, your coach calls your defense the no-star defense. You guys are so effective. How are you able to do what you're able to do?
I mean, just playing together. Like, you know, like we all got to work together as a team. You know, the coverage got to cover, the pressure got to get there. And, you know, when you combine that, that's just what we thrive off of. We just thrive off of playing together, playing as one accord, and just attacking the ball.
Such an opportunistic second half. What kind of conversations did you guys have at the break about attacking that Rutgers offense?
I mean, we just had a conversation just about playing our defense, just playing like they made a couple plays. We just went into halftime and just decided like we just got to come out and make plays. Like they made a couple plays that they capitalized on, and we just got to capitalize on those opportunities. So we just wanted to just play our defense.
I talked with Coach this week. He said he heard some booing and hissing from the players' lounge when the initial playoff rankings were released. I know you guys aren't trying to send a message specifically, but if the committee's listening, what message do you think they may have heard?
I mean, we're just one of those teams. Like, it's really in our hands right now. We just got to keep winning. That's kind of all we're worried about right now, just winning. Just win out.